Hi, Matt McGrady here again with the Living a Midwest Life team, showing you another project in Portage. We just love the town of Portage. We actually do love the town of Portage. It's a great community about half hour north of Madison, and it's just a very nice setting out here. Once we're done with the house, this is going to be a 2-unit. I'm not quite sure the backstory on this, if it used to be a single family. I'm guessing it was. When we got our hands on it, the tenants have kind of run this property into the ground. A lot of weird things going on with illegally run plumbing and gas piping for furnaces and all different kinds of shenanigans. So we wanted to just kind of start simple and get back to a simple 2-unit. This will probably be an investment property for us that we keep. And you'll see the house does have newer siding, some newer windows. We have a grade issue here in the front yard that we are going to try to make a little bit more of a patio out here, but we will eventually be filling this in and trying to fix what is or was a drainage issue going down the side of the house. I'll take you into the first floor, which is basically just a very large 1-bedroom apartment now. And we have a living room space here. You'll notice some electrical. Again, this is a project where we're redoing all the plumbing, all the electrical, pulling permits, working with inspectors. It just creates a lot of chaos and time, but it's what needs to be done on some of these projects. So in this particular one, we had an old gas powered furnace that was back in this corner in the closet beyond this wall. And what we've realized is that really there's, with everything that was run without a permit, we decided to get real simple here. We've gone back to just simple electric heat. We normally don't do that, but considering this space and the fact that each room will now have an electric booster, it's a real economical way, and it shouldn't be any more expensive than it was with the furnace and the other setup that you typically see. In this space, we've kind of talked about, we're inheriting some new windows. These will be cleaned up and reused. Again, we have another floor where we basically had to put down a new subfloor and start all over. So this will be your luxury vinyl plank flooring. Unfortunately, the lighting isn't good here until we get the fixtures in. This is going to be a very large kitchen. It's going to have a whole bank of cabinets, lowers and uppers, fridge, stove, dishwasher, the whole 9 yards. But it's also, a decent enough space where we'd be able to put in a small table, and it's sort of an eat-in kitchen, which everybody likes to hear. Back space is another bedroom. There's a lot going on here, so just be careful coming around the corner. And we're going to be basically redoing every inch of this place with new flooring, new paint. We might even be replacing some drywall, baseboards, trim, the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna take you into the bathroom. This is a bathroom where we're basically just reusing the entire layout that we had. So we had a full tub and shower. We're going to be gutting this space, putting that back, new plumbing. Vanity is going to be going in this area, and then this is where the original toilet was. We'll just replace the toilet and get that back into this position. Moving back into the living room, and around the corner is the second of 2 bedrooms. So again, it's not the biggest apartment in the world, but when we're finished with it, it'll be a nice 2-bedroom, 1 bath. And it'll have all new electrical, all new plumbing, brand new kitchen, brand new bathroom. We think we'll be able to get some pretty good rent and hold on to this as a nice investment property for us. All right, coming down to the lower unit, another 2-bedroom, 1 bath that we'll be putting back together here in the basement. We just have some cosmetic stuff. It actually is a pretty well-built house when you just talk about the bones of the house. A little bit unusual. You've got this high street leading back to this alley, which is a steep hill. So putting the yard back together. We actually had an old garage that was burned down by a fire. So Again, it's just a great cement structure. You'll see our trusses out back there. We're gonna be raising the roof a little bit and putting in another very large one-car garage off the back that we'll be able to get some additional income and storage for tenants. This will eventually be a back porch for the lower unit. All new doors, and we've got, again, windows, vinyl windows that are in pretty good shape. We're gonna reuse those, gonna reuse and recycle. It does have low ceilings, but again, you know, there aren't a lot of great options in Portage when it comes to available rentals as well as single families. A common theme. So this one was quite a challenge. We have what used to be a completely illegal bathroom that was installed for the lower tenant many, many years ago. So we had to completely gut that out, work with the city to figure out what's allowed and what's not. But we were able to figure it out, put down a new subfloor bracing. Eventually we'll have the plywood going back over the top, and then we'll be able to completely put the bathroom back together. So this door will lead into what will be a much larger, much more traditional bathroom. And you've got the first of 2 bedrooms off of this space. We still have some of the appliances lingering around. Again, you'll have all new doors, all new light fixtures, all new flooring, and basically a brand new unit by the time we get finished. As well as the bathroom, we had to start over with the kitchen for the most part. So just removing all the old elements of the kitchen and going to Habitat and Humanity and finding some good stock counters and cabinets that we can reuse without spending a fortune trying to put this place back together. The kitchen leads back to this part of the house, which is the 2nd bedroom. One challenge that we still haven't figured out is the old access into what is the old basement is in this space. So once we have all the plumbing and electrical figured out and approved by the city, we're going to be putting in a new hatch, either off of, probably gonna be back in the kitchen rather than have it in a bedroom. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. But again, there's a lot of decisions, and sometimes you're not always sure if it's the correct one. I think sometimes there's never a wrong answer, but until we have the place finished and then we have tenants paying rent, you really don't know. So right now I'm kind of just hoping it all comes to plan, and again, we'll be back here in a few weeks to kind of show you where we're at after we get done with the bones. Matt McGrady, living a Midwest life.